Hey, what's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys a video from Ross. It's been a while since I've done this, so if you guys like the video, hit the thumbs up button. But basically, 20 bucks for those cleats. I was like, man, that's a good price. The Skechers, man, memory foam. But yeah, so they actually had a lot out. Wait a minute. It looks like somebody took those shoes off, put them on like the other shoes that they were trying on, and left those shoes there and then walked out the building. That old trick. But focus, man. So this is a video of me shopping around at Ross, and I was actually really impressed. They had a whole bunch of stuff here that I was not expecting, and some Huff shoes right here. Nice, interesting look to those. Nice leather, it looks like. But they had some really decent looking sneakers, and some of them I was like, man, I can't believe these ended up at the thrift. And some of them I was like, did these even release? Because I don't remember ever seeing this pair of sneakers release to the general public. And sometimes they get scrapped and then end up hitting outlets and thrift stores, and not thrift stores, I guess, like stores like these, like Ross and Marshalls and so on. So sometimes it's kind of interesting when you run into some stuff like that. But Cloud Foam, maybe that was before Bounce and stuff. I don't know what Cloud Foam is. But yeah, some Converse with some Lunarlon insoles. I was like, oh man, these Cons have Lunarlon insoles. That's pretty cool. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And some Perrier Ellis. Anyway, they had these weird looking SL loops. I've seen these on clearance for pretty cheap, but 35 bucks in hand right there. And let's see what else they have. Some boots and some interesting. So this was me just really scanning through and looking at everything real time. Some New Balance flipper floppers there. And are these like Hyperdunks? I swear they always have like 7-year-old Hyperdunks at Hyperdunk at the thrifts. It's kind of funny. But I'll get to the good stuff here in a minute. And yeah, like these, they have some boost here, some Glide Boost, which is a model that I'm not familiar with. But sure enough, there is the boost. So kind of fun. I mean, boosts are hitting outlets. 45 bucks, retail 130 on that pair. Some Pumas, they had a bunch of Pumas, interesting looking ones here and there, and price points were pretty decent on most of those. And Adidas, I don't know what model these ones are. They look like shell toes, but not, or actually they don't look anything like shell toes. It looked like an Adidas logo on plain leather. But let's see here, what else do they have? These things are kind of fancy. I was like, oh, that's fancy blue. These are like those Air Jordan 1s or something like that. You know which ones I'm talking about, right? The patent blue ones. Some Fila's. I don't really rock Fila's ever. It's never been a brand that I've been about. Some Carmelos and $60 on the Mellows. They had a couple of those in different sizes. Interesting that they had some of those. Isn't that the retro one that they had? And just kind of grabbing what I'm seeing down here. And I did see, let's see here. Yeah, this one. I was like, what are these? And I was like, wait, that's a Tiger Woods logo. So they actually had these there. I was like, dang, I almost bought these. I did not do it. This is a pair I regret. Retail value $240, and then they're only 70 or 30 bucks. So the retail at $240 and they're only $30. Tiger Wood golf shoes. I was like, man, I was almost gonna grab those, but I did not keep them. I actually was looking around to see if people. Some Under Armours right here. I was going to see if people wanted them because I was like, I have friends at golf or whatever, but I didn't get back in time from anybody. And I didn't want to wait around for them. Another one that is like a Portland-based one. These are these timber joints right here. So the Portland Timbers is the soccer team, and they had these special shoes made for the team, and they're 40 bucks here. I was like, oh, cool. It's kind of crazy. But it's just not, I don't know, it wasn't one of the favorite models or favorite colorways or whatever. And, the Timbers are like that green colorway, which is like the same colorway as, the Ducks. So I stay away from that. They had these, and I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. I couldn't find I don't know if I saw a price tag on them anywhere, but they had some Barclays there. The Nike Air on the back, true to the original form. It's funny seeing all that craze on the Jordans with all, the Nike on the back still. Anytime a new one comes out, it's just like people go crazy. And then this colorway, I was like, man, this is pretty clean colorway. Like, I don't remember which one. Are these the Hyper Revs? Hyper Revs. And the colorway was really nice. So they're 50 bucks at the outlets though. I was like, did this one even release? This is one where I was like, I wasn't sure if that one actually released or not. And if you hear the lawnmower outside, I apologize, but I just don't want to restart this video, so I'm gonna play through. Hyper Fuse on this, and are these the Hyper Fuse, Hyper Live? I don't know what those ones were, but interesting. And then they had the reflective Xeno joints, so the Pro Star model down here. Kind of like, oh cool, you don't, I don't know, surprised to see those at the outlets or at Ross, but they only had a couple pairs. Kind of interesting. This is the Xeno technology, though. The Xeno technology is wild if you haven't actually seen it in person. Some soldiers that they have from the Lebrons. It seems like they've always found at least one pair of those as well. And checking back in the lightning joint, lightning lugs. These actually look really nice. Like for cleats, I was like, man, those look pretty decent, especially for the price point. I think they were super cheap. Some more randomness, and yeah, so I think the biggest highlight of the trip was probably the Tiger Wood joints, and then they had a couple other ones, I think, to finish up the video, and I'll show you with some Lebrons that I ended up running into. Interesting. I don't remember which Jordans these ones are, but kind of the woven upper, the elephant print on the back there. And they had some interesting looking nothings over there. Let's see. Getting close to it. We're getting close to it. And man, there's just a lot of just stuff to just sift through. Oh yeah, they had these. I was like, whoa. I don't know what colorway this is, but like for this model, like this one's a pretty cool colorway. I always run into like at least one pair of those, I swear, everywhere. But this is the thing that I was kind of impressed with. They had these, and I don't remember these releasing. Maybe I'm totally like spacing it, but it's a Cork look to these, and it's the Cork like lifestyle models. It's interesting, and they had like a red Cork and then the regular one. So pretty interesting looking models. Honestly, to be 100% real though, they did feel really cheap in person. So I was kind of like, oh, looks like they have another pair too. So they had a whole bunch of them. But they felt really, oh no, that's the same one, sorry. They felt really cheap in person. And because of that, I was like, oh man, like maybe that's why they didn't sell, or I don't know. But they took the Cork concept and then they brought it to the lifestyle shoe, and it just didn't sell. So kind of interesting. Then they had the Green Bay special over here. I don't know what these Alpha Pros are, but they were, look at the price tag on them, $9. $9 is a steal. Like if I was poor again and I didn't have like many jobs, I would totally have bought those to flip them, because I probably could have sold them for at least $30. Actually, who knows? But $9 is pretty dang cheap for a pair of shoes like that. I'm sure you could find a Green Bay fan that would love those. But that's pretty much, it looks like that was pretty much it. It's just some random Adidas, some random ones over here, and that's kind of like it. It doesn't look like there's too much else over in the men's section. I did actually see a couple of, that's right, I remember now, there was some in the kids section, so I'll show you guys that. Oh, this is the women's section first, so they had some slides, some Adidas slides that look kind of interesting. And then these cleat things look pretty cool, actually. I like this colorway of those from the women's section. And then the Airwalks, or the Air, is that what those ones are called? I can't remember. Those things were really popular when I was in high school by a select group of people. I couldn't pull them off though. But they had these, the Penny 5s, and in this colorway too, and I don't remember seeing these ones. Kind of the palm tree look to them. Pretty fancy looking pair of pennies. And I don't know, I thought those ones were pretty rad. But that was pretty much it. Just wanted to look at around the kids section and see what else they had. They had more of these cleats. I swear, if I ever need cleats for ball, like I'm gonna come here for the kid, because maybe, I swear I always see some random cleats here. But that's it. They had just a couple other random nothings over here. Some light up Sketcher joints. I don't even know if these are Skechers. Are they? It says S on them, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I put them down and I was like, wait a minute. Came back to them because I was like, look at the. I don't know why it was fun to do this, but it was fun to make them light up. Anyway, we'll leave you guys with that. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys for some more random thrift videos soon. And yeah, have a good one. Peace.